So you've got this amazing idea, right? And you're just itching to get it out there for the world to see. Well, today, we're going to talk about how to build the perfect home for that idea online. Something that's clear, compelling, and looks great. Let's dive in.
I mean, we all have them. That brilliant concept, that story you just have to tell, or that project you poured your heart into. The big question is always, okay, how do I actually get this in front of people?
And you know what? A simple web page is the perfect stage for that idea. It doesn't matter if it's a creative story, a super detailed school project, or even just your own biography. It's your personal space to put your message out there.
But let's back up a sec. What exactly is a web page? Well, technically, it's what you see anytime you go to a website, but I like to think of it more as a digital canvas, just a blank space, waiting for you to create something totally unique.
And any great creation, whether it's digital or not, starts with the basics. For a web page, that means you've only got 3 fundamental building blocks to worry about. You've got your text to get the information across, you've got images to make it visually interesting, and you've got links to connect your page to everything else online. That's really it. Simple, right?
Okay, so we've got our blocks. How do we actually arrange them on that digital canvas? Well, to do that, you need to speak the language of the web. It takes a special kind of tool to give your content structure.
And that language is called HTML. And what's wild is that this one simple language is the backbone of almost every single website you have ever visited. It's the magic code that turns your ideas into a real, working web page.
And you know, using HTML isn't nearly as intimidating as you might think. You can really get your whole page structured in just 3 basic steps. First, you write your headings and your text to organize all your info. Then, you pop in your images. And finally, you add links to other places. See, it's a totally logical process.
Okay, so at this point, you know the parts, you know the language, and you know the steps. You can build a page. But here's the most important question. This is the moment we go from just building something to actually designing something. How do you make your page not just there, but truly good?
This is where the art comes in. And secret number 1, the most important rule of all, is to keep it simple. A clean, uncluttered page lets your message shine. It means your visitors aren't confused or overwhelmed. They can just focus on what you're trying to say. Building on that, secret number 2 is to have a super clear heading. Think of it like the title of a book or a movie. It's the very first thing people see, and it needs to tell them exactly what your page is about, right from the get-go. No confusion. Third, let's talk pictures. You want to add supporting images, and that word, supporting, is key. Pictures shouldn't just be there to look pretty. They should actually help tell your story and make your main idea even stronger. Every image needs a job to do.
All right, secret number 4 is all about color. Color is a huge deal. It sets the entire mood for your page. The right colors can make everything feel professional and just comfortable to look at. The wrong colors, well, they can be distracting or even make your text hard to read.
And finally, a really important practical tip, test all of your links. Seriously, there is almost nothing more annoying than clicking a link and getting an error page. It just frustrates people and makes them want to leave. A quick check makes sure everything is working smoothly.
So, once you've done all that, there's just one last thing to do before you show it to the world. You have to step back and look at your page with fresh eyes. Pretend you're a first-time visitor. Is it obvious what to do? Is it easy to find everything? This is your chance to catch any little confusing spots.
And all of this brings us to the biggest takeaway of all. A good web design, a really good one, is not just about making something that looks attractive. That's only part of the puzzle.
Because a truly great website is so much more than a pretty face. It has to be useful. It has to actually help the person visiting it. It needs to be super easy to get around so people can find what they're looking for without a headache. And when you nail those 2 things, that's what makes people want to come back again and again.
So there you go. You have the building blocks, you know the language, and now you have the secrets to good design. You've got everything you need to take that incredible idea of yours and bring it to life. So the only question left is, what are you going to create?